Alrighty, good afternoon, friends. This afternoon I'm going to be presenting a tutorial on a bag I'm simply calling Hearts, and as you can see it's 10,522 stitches. It's it's 9.78 by 5.87, and I have already done the initial placement lines for the exterior of the purse and for the zipper. So I'm going to go and place the zipper right now, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm here in the cutting room, and I'm going to take the zipper and I'm going to tape it down right along the with the center of the zipper, the nylon part being right in the center of this what I call runway. So let me do that and I'll be right back. So you can see now that I have tacked down, or not tacked down, I've taped down the zipper at the bottom, at the top, and there in the center. So I'll take it to the sewing machine and it will do the tacking down. So I'll be right back. Okay, I have, you can't tell it because the zipper's dark and the thread is dark, but I have, there you can barely see it, I have had the, there we are, had the machine sew this zipper down, and now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to turn the hoop over and take our first piece of lining fabric and place it right. We're going to place it right below this last line here, right below this line here, by about 1/4 of an inch, making sure it covers both sides. And let me tape that down and I'll be right back. And of course we put that face down, we put the fabric face down. So now we're going to turn it over to the front, and for once I thought to actually cut off this excess paper towel up here at the top. So let me get a piece of tape first and take this and fold it over, and then fold it over again, and take my piece of tape, well, and try to put it somewhere there where it will not come loose, because it needs to stick there for 4 or 5 more of the color changes or the color stops. So I think it's will be held there. Anyhow, next we take our front piece of our main fabric, and that would be this piece of fabric. This is not a piece of fabric. That would be this beautiful vinyl I got from my punk broidery, and this is called parlor paper in gray, I believe, or silver. I think it's gray. So we put it face down. There it is right there. Parlor paper gray. So just line it up with the face down, line it up with the edge of the zipper, and tape it down in the 3 places. I guess I cut it a little larger than I needed to. Okay, I'm going to take this to the sewing machine, and the embroidery machine will place a seam right along the edge here to tack down this top fabric and the bottom lining on the other side of the hoop. So I'll join you back here in a few moments. Alrighty, the embroidery machine has tacked down, as you can see, the top here, and of course on the other side of the hoop the lining piece. But actually, let me show you that because I got it real close here. So better, check it every time to make sure that you've actually got it sewn down. So the next step will be to take a piece of whatever batting you're going to use, and I think if you've watched me now, you know I use just about anything and everything for batting. So I'm going to use this piece of flannel I bought today for about $3 a yard at Joann's, and let me see, just want to make sure it's okay. Alright, that'll give it a little substantial feel, I think. So then take your top sheet and pull it down, pat it down, smooth it down as best you can, and then let's take it to the actually what I'm going to do is take it to the iron. Let me show you that. Hopefully this won't fall apart. I'll carry it like this. Now here's what I do when I'm trying to get vinyl to have a bit of a crease until I lie down. So I take a couple pieces of cotton fabric and place it over the vinyl. Okay, I was about to say before my camera died that I take a couple pieces of cotton and put over the vinyl, and then take my iron and quickly go across. I don't let it stay for any length of time. I keep moving, or keep it moving. So anyhow, I'm going to take this now. That looks good. And so I'm going to take this to the sewing machine, and it's going to sew all around. It's going to sew right here underneath the zipper and all around the sides here to hold down this main piece and the batting underneath. So let me do that and I'll be right back. Okay, oh boy, the shadow, it's hard for me to show this, but all this stitching has taken place all around, as you can see, and the next step will be for the placement line for the heart applique. So let me go in and do that. Okay, you can see the stitching there, the placement lines for the heart, and I'm going to take my pink, it's going to be a pink heart, take the pink fabric and put it over that, and then go back to the machine and let the machine tack the pink part down. And immediately after that I'll be going to the kitchen table and sitting where I can use my applique scissors and trim around the pink part. So that's what I'll be, when I come back I will have done that also. Okay, I wanted to show you, I was going to take and trim it and not show, but I wanted to show how it looks now that the tack down stitch has occurred. So now at this point I will go and trim all around the heart, and I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, I'm back. I've trimmed my the next thing is the actual I put in dark charcoal colored thread, and it will put rows of hearts here going all the way out to the edge of the fabric itself. And then I put it this way. The purpose on purpose, because then I will have the satin stitches and they will cover up the little pieces of partial hearts and such that will make it look a little bit nicer. Finally, I got these hearts made. I had a lot of issues doing this. My machine kept breaking thread, which it rarely does, the Baby Localissimo, but it is the oldest machine I have, about 15 years old. But anyhow, the next step now is finally to do the satin stitches, so let me see how that goes. Okay, this is as far as I'm getting this evening. I'm just tired and don't want to do any more, so I'm going to call it a night, and I don't know. I like it somewhat. I like the design. I just don't know about the colors, but this parlor paper is just beautiful. It shines, and as I'm moving around, you can see it sparkles. So anyhow, I'll pick back up tomorrow. Thank you. Alrighty, picking back up, the next thing to do is to take, finally, the piece of lining and let it fall back to the back, which is where it belongs, and remove this other tape, and remove this other tape too. That really doesn't need to be there anymore. Okay. Alright, so pull the lining down. And there we are. And then let's tape it down. Alright, I have taped it down in 2 locations here, and I'm going to take it to the machine, and it's going to run stitches that will be right under the zipper here, and right going all the way around here. So let me go and do that, and I'll be right back. Alright, as you can see, this stitching has occurred all around here, as I said, and the next thing we will do is we'll turn it back to the front. We will remove this piece of tape here. We will open the zipper. Alright. If I can, yes, okay. Zipper is open about 2/3 of the way, and then we will take our the back piece, what will become the back piece. Well, no, I'm getting ahead of myself. This is I'm going to take and attach the connectors for the crossbody straps. So let me do that, and I attach them about 1 inch in on each side, and I tape them at the top here, and I tape this to hold this down so it doesn't get in the way of the foot as it's stitching. So let me do that, and I'll get right back with you. Okay, I have attached the connectors here at the top and here, right here in the metal piece. So let's take our back piece of vinyl and take and cover the entire design and leave a little extra over the zipper area. So it's fine. And then let me take what I'm using as batting and place it on top, and as soon as I turn the camera off, I will straighten this up. But I'll take it to the machine now, and the machine will stitch all the way around, closing the bag up. So let me do that, and I'll be back momentarily. Okay, that has been accomplished. You can see the stitching all the way around. And so our very last thing to do is to turn the hoop over, take the last piece of the second and last piece of lining and place it face down over the design, as I say, making sure you're covering the zipper by at least 1/4 of an inch. And then at the bottom, you can see we've got extra over the stitch line there, so we're just fine. I'm going to take this down on all 4 corners and run the last. Well, unfortunately, the part where I did the last step, which was putting on the lining, and I think I taped it down or was showing that when we left off, and I taped that on the back, and it stitched that down, and then I always show the trimming of the bag, but for some reason that has disappeared. But in any of my prior, I think 12 or so videos, you could find that last few minutes showing that. And so I apologize for that. I don't know. This is all new to me. These last week I've just started doing videos and doing anything about YouTube. So I apologize again, and I think the bag turned out really very pretty, and this color here doesn't do it justice. It's a beautiful grayish silver, but the light here is not good. But I hope you've enjoyed watching me make this, and I hope if you make it, you create something beautiful for yourself, and I'll see you soon with another design and another video. Thank you.